Hello, culinary arts students. This is Mrs. Brown, and in this short video, I will be going over how to complete the lab for Unit 9. So in Unit 9, after you have completed all of the reading, you are ready to begin the lab. So I'm going to go over the lab in this section first, and then we'll take a look at it in the content. So there are two options you have to complete this lab. Option 1 is that you can create a culinary arts resume, or option 2, you can do an interview lab where you're preparing for an interview. So for the resume section, you will be writing a resume. In the content, it's going to tell you to create a resume as you're applying for a job in the culinary arts field. I want you to make this resume super relevant to you. If you choose this option, I want you to choose something that will directly apply to you. Are you wanting to apply to a fast food restaurant or another place? If you are, write your resume for that purpose. So you'll make it be applicable to that job. Are you getting ready to apply for college? Write your resume for that purpose. If you're getting ready to do anything that requires a resume, write your resume to fit that purpose. Okay? If you're not getting ready to do any of this, just choose something. I would recommend making it somewhat general so that it can be applied to many different areas. Number 2, there are 2 templates here that you may use. You don't have to use them, but they are here for you to use if you would like to fill in. You can also create one on your own. If you've already made a resume before and you have it, use that. And if you need to add something, add something. Okay? And then here are some tips. Some of them are specific to high schoolers getting ready to write a resume. So I would strongly encourage you to use these tips as you complete your resume. All right, the next section is preparing for an interview. So we're going to actually take a look at this in the content. Okay, so creating your culinary arts resume, you can read through this. That is the option 1. This is not an option. Volunteering in the culinary arts field is not an option for this to be graded. You can totally go do it. Volunteer experience follow-up, not an option. And mentoring experience, not an option. You can obviously go do them, but not an option for this. Researching career advancement opportunities, not an option. The second option is preparing for an interview. So use the resources above. So this is the link that you're going to use to examine some common interview questions. So you're going to research and find common interview questions. Then you're going to choose 5, and those 5 need to show Mrs. Brown that you did look into these. And you're going to write down answers for each of them. I want you to practice answering these questions in the mirror, on the video, or with a friend. And I want you to practice and practice until you feel super comfortable and confident. Then you're going to submit a video that shows you doing this, or a written description telling me what you did. Okay? You also need to reflect on the experience, meaning what did you learn from it? Did practicing for the interview help improve your delivery? So let's go back here to where you're going to submit and look at what I will be looking for in this section for full credit. So if you do option 2, preparing for an interview, you need to include at least 5 interview questions and answers. This is important. It needs to include more than enough detail for the audience, which is me, to gain insight into your interview practice. So I need to know exactly what you did. I need lots and lots of detail. And your reflection should be demonstrate exceptional depth of thought. And what that means is that you are very reflective on how it helped you, and you're not giving me just 1 sentence. I would recommend a minimum of 4 sentences for your reflection. All right, so those are your 2 options. If you have any questions, please reach out and I'm happy to help. Good luck.